I got a little emotional because I wasn't just losing my job, I was losing a place that I had called home for 10 years. A group of people that I had worked with that, you know, were like family to me.
This is our home. This is where we wanted to raise our kids. I mean, we're fighting for that right now.
It's the same story across the country. People fighting for jobs, livelihoods, to make ends meet. Who hasn't wondered, what if I'm next?
Do you have to write it on?
The economic numbers aren't good, but here's the thing. The people on the front lines of the sagging economy, they might surprise you. Sussex, New Brunswick. It may seem picture perfect, but this is a town in turmoil. The Potash mine was its spine, its biggest, its highest paying employer. And now it's gone. The mine shut. 430 people lost their jobs. That's exactly 10% of the total population suddenly unemployed. I've come to a job fair for laid-off mine workers. What can they teach us about what a job means and what it takes to rebound?
It's devastating to the community. Now there's really nothing here. I hope there's no major industry to create employment.
You lose a job, you lose money, but what else goes on?
Depression, anxiety, anger. You know, it's devastating to the community in a whole.
Did you expect to keep working there until retirement?
Yes, sir. I have my next 10, 15 years all set and planned out. That's what I wanted to do.
I hear that over and over. A job at the mine was supposed to be a job for life. The company had just invested $2 billion in their operation, and there was enough potash to last 70 years. It strikes me how many young people there are here.
Hi, I'm April Glendenning.
Their lives turned upside down.
Yeah, my background at the Potash mine, I was there for 10 years in their lab. My background's environmental. I'm an environmental technologist.
Coming here today, what do you hope for?
I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping that there's work here for my discipline. If I could, I'd like to drop off my resume.
For April, the fair is about finding a job, but it's also a bittersweet reunion.
Right now, especially...
Everyone's swapping stories of how they got the news.
Yeah. I woke up to my phone beeping beside me. I had received a text from a coworker, and all it said was, "We're closing." And my response, I kind of sat up in bed and I, kind of cleared the sleep from my eyes, and I read it again, and I text back and said, "Seriously?" And he said, "Yes, I was just in a meeting." He said, "The meeting's still going on, but I had to leave because I felt sick."
After she got the news, and really ever since, April's had one thing on her mind.
So this is the basement. I gutted it myself.
Like all of us, there's something she'll fight to keep.
I just keep thinking about my home. And to some people, their home is just four walls. To me, this place is more than that. You know, I've poured my heart and soul into this house, and I love it here.
Mid-afternoon, and the job fair is still going strong. In a way, the whole town has come through here. As people keep telling me, there isn't anyone in Sussex who hasn't felt the layoffs. There at the bulletin board, that's one family. It's hard to imagine, but all of them are suddenly jobless.
Industrial pulp millers.
Scott McAleese worked at the mine for 18 years.
I want my daughter to have what I didn't have as a kid, and she does get that. So I want to continue that, but I might not be able to. So, because of losing this job.
What's it like to say that?
Oh, it's heartbreaking, really. I mean, I don't know, just hard to talk sometimes, just to think, really.
The thing is, in New Brunswick, these were some of the lucky ones. They had well-paying jobs in a province with one of the highest unemployment rates in the country. Historically, what people here do in tough times is head west to work in the oil patch. But they're not hiring. In fact, Norman Albert Jr. lost his job in Alberta. When he got home to Sussex, the only work he could find was in fast food.
I was working at Burger King for a while, and I mean, we were scraping, getting by there, but I mean, it was paying the bills, but you had nothing left at the end of that. I mean, there was no putting anything into savings. There was no college funds, stuff like that. I mean, $10 an hour at Burger King doesn't get you very far.
The devastating thing is, Norman had actually landed a job at the mine. He'd started to dream of a future at home in New Brunswick, but the mine closed before he worked a day.
Basically, we were talking about maybe getting another vehicle, and we were talking about like going to get some dental work done for the kids and for us, and just, I mean, like just kind of dreaming, I guess, kind of what we're gonna do with that money in the future. I guess we put the money in the bank before we even got it, so.
You know, when you're looking for work, it's about money, but what else is it about that makes it hard?
It's just that it's hard on your kids because, I mean, you try to play with your kids and you try to have fun, and it's hard to have fun when you're just pretending to have fun. I mean, when you're actually making good money, you can go have fun with your kids. When you're not making money and you're always thinking about it, you can't have fun with your kids because you're always thinking about it. I mean, you want your kids to grow up happy, and it's hard for your kids to grow up happy when they see you always stressed out. Oh, you want this one?
Listening to Norman, you get how the real consequences of not having a job go beyond the money. And yet he's not giving up.
We just try to like stay positive and know that there's other people that are going through hard times too, and you know, we all got to stick together, especially like in a small town like here. I mean, if you don't have your neighbors, then you're lost. A lot of people out there don't understand that we're all together. It's all Canada, and the way I look at it is that, you know, when your family, as in us in Canada, is in trouble, you know, you try to help them out.
As for April, her biggest fear is that Sussex could become a ghost town, that everyone will be forced to leave.
How hard will you work before you put a for sale sign on the front there?
I'm gonna knock on every door that is, you know, has the potential to hire someone with my background. I'm not gonna leave a stone unturned. I feel that if everybody packs up and moves west, there'll be nothing left of New Brunswick. I'd love to be able to stay in the province and make it work.
These are some of the faces of today's tough economic times, but they aren't rolling over. And so maybe the country and our future is in better shape than we think. Nick Purdon, CBC News, Sussex, New Brunswick.